Hi everyone, Mitchell here from Jeffrey Workplace Solutions, and today we are going to look at how you set up your laptop at your kitchen table so that you can work as comfortably as possible. Okay, so that's a laptop, right? We've all seen one of those before, and generally what will happen is people will sit at their kitchen table like so, doing their work. Now there's a couple of challenges that come up with this, and they both have to do with your neck, shoulders, as well as your lower back. The first part is that we have to look down at a screen, and as soon as we look down at the screen, gravity pulls down on our head, and our lower neck has to hold our head up. The second problem that will happen is that as we work at our computer longer, we start to slouch forward, and our lower back has to hold us up so that it is curved like this, rather than having that nice neutral curve that looks like this. So as we work longer and longer, our lower back and our neck / our shoulders can start to become sore. Now there is a solution for you to set up at your kitchen table and be as comfortable as possible. And that solution only requires 3 things, including your laptop, or plus your laptop. You need a mouse, a keyboard, and these things can be bought used at Value Village for $5 to $10, so you don't have to go out and spend a whole bunch of money on them. And then a box. And all we're going to do is we're going to take that box, we're going to take our laptop and put it on top of the box, like that. And I'm going to set it up at the side so that you can see the side profile of it. Usually it would be set up so that I'm looking directly at it. You're going to take your keyboard, and it would sit in front of your computer like so, and then your mouse on your right or left side, depending on which side that you use your mouse on. And at this point, what that now allows you to do is it allows you to look straight at the computer monitor without having to slouch forward. It allows you to keep the computer monitor about arm lengths away from you, while still having the keyboard and the mouse as close to your body as possible. And when we set up like this, you're not going to slouch, you're not going to look down at the keyboard or at the computer monitor, because everything's at a height where you can look straight ahead. Now if we take a look at this next picture that I'm going to show you, you're going to see the before and after shots of somebody working at a kitchen table. So in that first picture, you can see that she's working at her laptop, and she has to look down at the laptop screen, and the keyboard tray and that mouse on that laptop is nice and close to her body. You'll also notice that there's a window behind her, and that's going to come into consideration as well as we think about how we're going to set up at our kitchen table. So in that first picture that you're looking at, she's at risk for lower back pain, for neck pain, because she's having to look down at her laptop. In this second picture, you'll see that we've now moved the laptop from behind the window to beside the window. That's the first thing that we did, so that the light doesn't reflect off the computer screen anymore and into her eyes, because light reflecting into her eyes, like it did in the first picture, will cause you to squint and then possibly develop a headache. You'll also notice that we have a stool in that picture, so that stool is there to support her feet while she sits at the table and works. You'll see that, as I said already, the keyboard is nice and close to her body so that she can type with her elbows close to her body, and then the mouse would be right here beside her. And the monitor is nice and high so that she can look directly at it with her eyes without having to look down. So what we've done is we've set up in several different ways in order for her to be seated in a neutral position, with the monitor at the right height, the keyboard close to her, and the window beside her, as opposed to having to look down. So there you have it. Setting up your laptop at your kitchen table with just a keyboard, a mouse, and a box, and if you need to support your feet, a stool.